Hello dear teachers, welcome you all to my YouTube channel Learn with Professor Evelyn Rinda. Hope you have watched all my previous videos and I have posted quite a lot of videos especially for teachers during this pandemic to help you to use a lot of interesting tools that are available online, especially freely available tools. I have posted all the freely available tools one by one, and this is yet another video which will be again I will be telling you about one of the very interesting online assessment tool that is available, for very handy for teachers, free to use and very easy to download and use them also. So let's straight away go into the tool and let's see how to use that tool to make our classes, especially online classes, interesting. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe so that you will not miss any of my updated videos. Let's move on to the tool. The tool that we are going to discuss today is called Slido. Okay, that is, it's not a tool, it's an add-on actually. And most of you will be using one of these ways to present, isn't it? You will be either using a PowerPoint or you will be using a Google slide to carry out your classes. So this is a very handy tool that comes as an add-on with your Google Slides. Okay, so let's see how to start using that tool. So this is, as I told you, it's an add-on. So all that you have to do is go into your Google account. Let me just open a fresh one and show you. So just go into your Google Gmail account, log in to your Gmail, and you will have your Google Apps, isn't it? Click on the Google Apps. When you click on the Google Apps, you will be able to see slides, isn't it? So please open your Google Slides. And this is how you make preparations, or you prepare slides and then you project it to the class for the students, isn't it? So same way, just open any one Google slide, okay? And now in case I am handling a class, say for about 40 minutes, I cannot only keep talking to the students, right? They will get bored, especially when it is an online mode. I cannot simply keep talking to the students and then, telling them only the facts. But I also have to conduct some activities in between to make classes interesting. So this is one such add-on, okay? So how do you first install that add-on is the first step that we are going to see. So please see that there are many menu here in the menu bar. Please go into add-ons. Okay, click the add-on menu bar and you can see there is an option called get add-ons. Okay, there is an option called get add-ons. So please click on that option. I already have installed that add-on, but I'm just showing you as a beginner how you will be doing it. Okay, and please, here there is a search tab, isn't it? So please type here Slido. Okay, so immediately you can see that Slido for Google Slides. Okay, it appears here. So this is the add-on that I'm talking about. This I have already installed, so it says that it is installed. If you have not installed, it would ask you to add as an add-on. So please click that and add that particular add-on. See that it's got a very good review, 4.6 out of 5. Okay, mostly a review given by teachers like you and me. So it's a very good one, and I am not telling this just by going through another video or another review. I am using this day in and day out in my class, and out of my experience I just want to share it with my own community people. Okay, that is the reason I am hosting this video for you. So now once you have added the add-on, just go back and again click on the add-on. You will get Slido for Google Slides. Can you see here? That is the add-on. I have yet so many other add-ons also, which one by one I will be putting it in the video, next coming videos. Okay. So here Slido for Google Slides. Please click that and open it as a sidebar. Okay. You can have it as a side bar, and then you can just like that you can keep attaching your assessments as you keep taking your classes. Okay, it will just ask you for some login things. So please log in with your Gmail account and then you can just add on. So here it opens in the sidebar. Can you see? It is just taking some time to open. So here you can see that the sidebar opens. So I will just log in. I have already created a login. If not, you just use your own Gmail account to create a login. See here you can see login with Google. Okay, so don't have to remember a separate mail ID and password for Slido. So in order to reduce the burden, log in using your yet another Gmail account. Okay, so here you can see that I have successfully logged in. That's all I have to do. Okay, so just go in, add the add-on, and then go to the add-on, open it in the sidebar, and then log in. Now what I have to do is I can add any kind of an interactive slides in between. Now say suppose it's my 30 to 40 minutes class, okay, and suppose in between my 7th slide and 8th slide I want to add some question session, or I want to add a quiz, or I want to conduct a live polling, okay, from the students. So just I don't want to continuously keep presenting slides after slides. So let me take a break, okay, and then ask some questions or some clarifications from the students through some activity, and then let me continue. So if I plan for that, I will just insert my mouse or my button wherever I have to insert interactive slide, and then I can go for two options. One, I can add a live polling. Okay, but that option is not available currently for free. So I will go for adding a quiz polling. Okay, so quiz polling, you have different options. Not that always I only have to conduct quiz. Okay, so please see here. There is a drop down menu that is given here. Please click the drop down menu. So when you click the drop down menu, you can see here that there are various options. One option is you can conduct a multiple choice test. Okay, so suppose you have handled a class for 10 to 15 minutes. You want to check, this is something we call it as formative assessment, right? So you want to check how far the students have understood, okay, this 10 to 15 minutes content. So you just put some 2 or 3 MCQ questions, and then based on the kind of response you get from the students, you get clarified whether they are clear, then you can proceed further. Okay, you can go for, let me just show you how to add a multiple choice, very simple. So your multiple choice can even have images. So just click here and you can upload an image if necessary. Not must that all questions should have an image. And add your question here. Okay, and you can see that, if you just add the questions here, and then options will be added, option A. Okay, then automatically the next option pops in. So you put, option, 1 minute, sorry. So option B, okay, then the third option, option C, and the fourth option is option D. And then you add a question, okay. I'm just not typing any question, I'm just putting it as sample question. Okay, so you can type in a question, and you can also add an image as a question. So based on the image, you can ask some options. You can also add more than 4 options if necessary, and please click on whichever option is correct. Okay, just click the tick mark which is next to it. Okay, and you can choose whether you want your attendees to go for only one option, or you can even have multiple options. Okay, so if you want multiple options, click this, otherwise just leave it open. Okay, and save it. So once you save it, automatically that will be added as an interactive slide in between slide number 7 and slide number 8. So can you see here? So I wanted to insert between slide 7 and slide 8. So it is added as slide number 8. So here I did not type any questions. I just gave sample questions. So that is automatically here. Now, when I conduct this, session, so suppose I'm talking with slide 7. Okay, and I can even present the whole presentation using Slido. So what I will do is present using Slido. So here you can see, as I move on to the next slide, okay, the interactive slide opens. So the question appears here. This is a question, and I have the 4 options: option A, option B, option C, and option D. Okay, now all that your students will have to do is very simple. They will have to just go into join this interactive slide by just going into slido.com. There are 2 ways of doing it. One, they have to log in to a new page called slido.com. It will ask them to enter a PIN. I will show you the students part also. They just have to enter this 4-digit pin and they will be getting this question in their screen. So they will have to click the correct option. Okay. The other way, very, very easy, is if they have a QR scanner, they just have to simply download the scan the QR scanner, and then automatically it will take them directly to the question. Okay. It will ask them for a pin. They will enter the pin and then they will be able to see this question and answer it. These are the two ways. The third simple way is there is a app available called Slido. Okay, they can even download the app and make use of it. Now let me just go into the student screen and show you how actually students will have to use this Slido. Okay, so they'll have to go into www.slido.com. Okay, and okay, join as a participant. So students need not have an account. They just have to join as a participant. Can you see here? So they can just enter the event code. So we have already displayed the code here in our presentation. So here you can see that the code is 5236, right? So they have to just enter the 4-digit very simple code. So 5236. Okay, they just have to enter the code and go into the Slido. So automatically the question that I have created there in my presentation will appear to my students. Can you see here? So this was a question that I created with 4 options. Okay, now as a student, I have to click one of the options. Okay, so when I click the option, see here, before clicking the option, the send button was not active. So now once I click the option, my send button becomes active. So I just have to click send. Okay, so when you just go back to the teacher account and then view this, okay, in the presentation mode, you will be able to see that one person has answered. Okay, so even here in the non-presentation mode also you can see that one person has answered. Okay, and the result is this. So as the number of students keep answering, the number of students can just log in and then they keep answering. Automatically you will be getting a response review here. So you can just look at the response here and then understand how far the students have understood the question or the portion that you have taught and all that. So this is one thing. Another option that you have is you can go for other things also. So there is a plus symbol here. Please click this plus symbol. Okay, again it goes back to, you can add different other things, or you can even do add interaction. So when you go into add interaction, you can see add a quiz poll. Okay, please click the add a quiz poll. There is one more interesting thing. There are so many things interesting in Slido. I will show you one more option. The second is, we saw about multiple choice, right? You can also have quiz. So multiple choice is, there is no timing, there's no mark and all that. But quiz, you can have a timing. You can go for creating options, okay, and then you can fix a time so that the students will have to log in and answer before the deadline. Okay, so here you can see 15 seconds. I can even increase it, edit it, and then I can make it as 30 seconds or something. And depending on the timer, as they take up the test, the timer will keep changing and they will have to take up the test. Okay, so you can type your question here and then you can do it. So this is another way of making your Slido presentation interesting. And the next thing is, a third option that you have in Slido is, again, go back to the drop down. You have something called as open text. Okay, so they can post something. Okay, you can just tell them, please can you say one sentence on what you learned today. Okay, so summarize the concept learned today. Okay, so suppose you say you put this as a query, and then you can also ask your students to go for multiple answers. So allow them to take up multiple answers and then just post it. Okay, so here it comes as another interactive slide. So this, you can insert the slide wherever you want, whenever you want, so that you will not be monotonous. You can have a break. Okay, so let me just show you how it looks when I present it as a whole. So summarize the concept that you have learned today. Okay, so this will be appearing to your students. So as a student, yeah, this is the concept here. So as a student, let me assume that the next slide I go in as a student. Okay, so immediately, because I have already put in the the pin, automatically the second Slido opens for me automatically. Okay, I don't have to enter the pin once again. So this is a student account I'm showing you. So I learned about machine learning algorithms. Okay, I'm just typing some answer. So I'm just sending it. I can even edit the response. I can send more than one response if I want to, because I can, I have given that each student can give more than one response. Now let me go into the staff faculty account. Okay, let me just open the faculty account to see how it has come out here. So you can see that summarize the concept learned today. That is a question, and one student has answered or summarized. So I learned about machine learning algorithms. Can you see here? So suppose you have 30 to 40 students, all their summarization will appear here. So this is a kind of you review back the topics that have been learned for the day. So this is like recalling. This you can even do it at the start of the class. So what have we learned in the previous class? So you just open this as a first slide, and students will just put in their answers. Okay, so you will have a complete recall options, and then finally you can once recall everything and then go into today's topic. Okay, so this is again a very interesting way of making your classes interactive. The next thing is, let me just show you that there are so many other things. One more interesting thing is available. Is again I go back to add interactions. I go into add a quiz poll. One more interesting thing is word cloud. Okay, there is something called word cloud. So please click this word cloud. You might have seen word clouds, right? In let me just show you what is the meaning of word cloud. Word cloud. Yeah, this is what is the meaning of word cloud, right? So you just give one theme and say, suppose the theme is coronavirus. Okay, so you can have hand wash, social distancing, okay, washing your hands, germ free, immunity. These are the words. So you just form a word cloud which is with respect to one key term. Okay, so this also you can conduct it as an activity. So how do you do that is you just go here, choose word cloud, and let me say that the corona virus, okay, is, I will put it as a central theme. Okay, I can allow attendees to submit multiple answers. So one student can contribute more than one word. Okay, but please instruct your students that they should not type in sentences, or they should not type in a long word. They should only type in keywords. Okay, so that your word cloud looks beautiful. So let's go back as a student and then try creating a beautiful word cloud. So let me just first show you the faculty view. So when you present it, so this is the thing. So you are asking your students to take up coronavirus as a central theme, and then you want them to type in the words related to coronavirus. Okay, so they can either go into slido.com, type in the key, or they can scan the QR code. Now let me go into the student account. Okay, and show you how, see, automatically the third activity appears for the students. As and when you create a new activity, it automatically is shown to the students account. So here in the students account, let me type in some words. Okay, the first word is, let me type in pandemic. Okay, and I will give another word, say immunity. I will type in another word, social distancing. Okay, I will type in another word, hand wash. Okay, hand wash, and then lockdown, online education. Okay, so I can go on. So let me just press the send option, and this is the words that I have typed, so automatically it goes to the faculty's page. So here you can see that I have kept the let me see it in a presentation mode. So when I go into the presentation mode, coronavirus is the central theme, and as one student I have contributed so many words. Okay, so imagine if there are 40 to 50 students in your class, all of them put in at least one keyword, you will get a beautiful word cloud. Okay, and this word cloud is like, through some interactive ways they are recalling whatever they have learned. So after teaching your entire class, you can just create a word cloud and then ask each one to type one keyword, so you know how much students have understood. Okay, the next option, the last one is, you can also go for, let me again show you, add interaction, go into add a quiz poll, click the drop down option, and you have one more last option is rating. This is something very interesting. I do this in every class. So what I do is I ask them a question, rate today's session. Okay, so I just want my students to rate. So I can choose any number of stars. Let me just go with 5 stars. So if I have to choose 6 stars, I have to do that. If I have to deselect it, I can just click on it and then it goes. So I only need 5 stars. Okay, so let me say the maximum value is 5 star, and depending on how you understood today's session, you can rate the session. Okay, or rate today's speaker or whatever. So this can be like a star rating. Okay, so rate today's session. Yeah. So let me go back to the student option, and you can see here the 1 minute. I have to put it in the presentation mode. It is still in the edit mode, so please put it in the presentation mode, and when I present it, automatically the page appears to my students. So the pin remains the same throughout the session. Okay, the pin doesn't change, it remains the same. So here suppose there are 50 students, they can each one give their rating. Automatically the score for 5 scale will be calculated here. Okay, so let me just go back to the student account, and you can see here automatically the rating appears like this. So it says rate today's session. So the rating, suppose let me say that I give a 5 scale rating. Okay, it was a fantastic session. So I will just send it, and automatically when I come back and view it from the teacher's account, here you can see that the rating that is given by that particular student appears here. Can you see here in the slide bar itself it appears, but you want to see a clear view of it, just give it as present with Slido, and automatically, yeah, so only one student has answered. So see the count of the student appears here, and what is the score that is given. Okay, and the overall score, suppose 30 or 40 have answered, it will calculate an average score and tell you what is your average score for today's session. Okay, so there are much more to do with the Slido. Please explore yourself, and you will really enjoy adding these interactive slides in between your slide presentation. Hope this video was interesting to all of you. Please use all of this and make your online teaching the best one. Okay, I enjoy this online phase of teaching, and hope the same with you. Please make use of all these tools. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, and please click the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I add new videos. Thank you. Happy teaching.